guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see from the title, background, and thumbnail, we are talking about the full lineup of X-Men. So Disney just recently had a D23 where they also revealed the Avengers Doomsday trailer. You can check that out here on my channel. Broke that fucking thing down frame by frame. It was a good time. And they also revealed the X-Men cast, the full cast. So we got a couple weeks ago, there's a video on my channel you can watch. I broke down when they casted Emma Frost and when they casted Cyclops. Now the other members, we were like, who are they gonna cast? Who are they gonna cast as Professor Xavier? Who are they gonna cast as Magneto? Who are they gonna cast as this and that? Now at D23, we have the full list. So I just want to give you my thoughts on what I think of this X-Men casting. So first up, starting with, and this is spoilers for Brand New Day. I'm sure the movie's crossed $2 billion fucking dollars. You've seen Brand New Day. The first X-Men cast member we have is Sadie Sink as Jean Grey. Now, again, I've given my thoughts. I have a spoiler video on Brand New Day if you want to go check that out for my in-depth thoughts. But quick little thoughts here. I thought she was great as Jean Grey. She looked the part. You know, I hope eventually down the line she becomes the Jean Grey that we know, because in this film she was kind of like a little bit of a villain. So I hope eventually when she meets Charles and we start forming the X-Men that she becomes the Jean Grey that we know and love. But yeah, I love Sadie Sink. Loved her in Stranger Things. Think she's going to do great as Jean Grey, especially if you notice there's a trend with this X-Men cast. They're all fucking young. So they're going to keep her for the next 10 to 15 years as Jean Grey. And I'm honestly happy as her with her as Jean Grey. Next one is Kit Connor as Cyclops. Again, we kind of did a video on that a couple weeks ago. I don't know the guy, never seen anything that he's in. You know, one of the people that were up and running was Cooper Hoffman. I loved him in The Long Walk, and I was actually excited for him to be Cyclops because I know he was a pudgier guy, but I think he could have pulled it off. I really do. I think that Cooper Hoffman, they would have gave him that Chris Pratt fucking training body, and he would have looked like fucking Cyclops. But they decided to go with Kit Connor. And again, he looks the part based off the photos and shit. He looks like Cyclops. So honestly, no questions, no fucking worries. I think he's going to be a great Cyclops. And he's like 2 or 3 years younger than Sadie Sink. So honestly, you already have them two paired up. They're going to be a great Scott Summers and Jean Grey. Next one we have, again, same thing, talked about in the same video, Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. As you can see, big horror fan. I love Samara Weaving. I loved her in Ready or Not. I loved her in Scream 6. I also loved her in this movie called Guns Akimbo with Daniel Radcliffe. Thought she fucking killed it. And she was also in one of my favorite films of this year, Over Your Dead Body with Jason Segel, this little horror comedy. Samara Weaving is the shit. I fucking love her, and I'm so happy she's finally getting the spotlight and is going to have the mainstream people know who the fuck Samara Weaving is.
You're gonna learn today.
Because Samara Weaving is badass, and I'm happy that she's playing a fucking hero. Here we go, on to the new boys on the block. New boys on the block. I'm going to save one of these for the very last because I have a lot of thoughts. So the next one we're going to talk about is Christopher Abbott as Professor X. Now, only thing I know him from is The Wolfman from Blumhouse about 2 years ago, maybe a year ago, and I fucking did not like that film at all. Did not like it whatsoever. But he wasn't the problem in that film. He was not the problem in that film. There's just a lot of things in that film that I did not like. But, okay, you know, I don't feel one way or the other about that. You know, I know one of the rumored things for Professor Xavier was, oh, they're going to go with Bill Skarsgård. Didn't like that. Didn't like that. I feel like Bill Skarsgård's a good fucking actor. I like Bill Skarsgård, but the problem is he has played such an iconic character like Pennywise that I'm not going to see Professor Xavier. I'm going to see Pennywise, especially when he makes these little faces and shit. I'm not going to see Pennywise. I'm not going to see Professor Xavier. I'm going to see Pennywise. So this guy, I don't know him enough. I've only seen him in one shitty Wolfman movie. So you shave his head, he starts doing the mind warping thing. Maybe I could see it. But I mean, okay, upon face value, you tell me that, cool. He's kind of unknown-ish enough to, I can disassociate the actor and look at the character Professor Xavier. So honestly, again, have no big feelings on that. I can go one way or the other with that. That's okay. You know, I just kind of put that in the middle of it's okay. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. Let's see what he got. Let's see what he's got. He's never going to be Patrick Stewart, and that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, let's just see what he got. Let's see what he got. Next one is Maya Boyd as Storm. So this is also an unknown actress. From what I understand, she's a Broadway actress. So she's never been in any film whatsoever. So I can't judge her. But obviously with the X-Men, they had auditions. Nobody went to them. They went to Marvel. So whatever she brought to the audition table, whatever she did, she nailed that fucking shit apparently, because they got her. And again, she's an unknown. She's a Broadway actress. I don't go to Broadways. I don't watch stage plays. So honestly, this is perfect for me because I want somebody to embody Storm. I want to see Storm, not huge A-list actress, not huge A-list actor as Wolverine or huge A-list actor as, this person. I want to see the character Storm. Just like no different with Halle Berry back in the early 2000s. I didn't see Halle Berry, I saw Storm. So if we can do the same thing with this girl, hell yes, please. I want to see Storm. But I am curious what look they're going to give her, because we've gotten a lot of different looks with the Foxmen, X-Men, and I'm curious because Marvel likes to change shit up. They don't like to do what came before. So I'm wondering what kind of outfit they're going to give her. They're going to give her the big-ass mohawk. They're going to give her the long silver hair. There's so many different looks from different iterations that they can pull. I'm excited to see what they do with her because, again, she's an unknown. I'm excited to see what she can do. I'm going to talk about one last hero before we get to the big fucking villain. Now, this one actually shocked me. I remember the list came out. I was reading through it, and then I got to this one, and I was like, no way.
Oh, my goodness.
Indy Navarrete as Rogue. I got some mixed opinions on it. One, I am super fucking happy for her. I am so happy that Obsession has launched her fucking career to the stardoms and that she is getting the Marvel treatment. Again, she just literally had Obsession back in May. 3-4 months later, she's in a fucking Marvel film going to play Rogue for the next 10-15 years. That is awesome. I am so happy for her. I found her and discovered her on Superman and Lois a couple years ago. Never thought anything of her of like she's going to be this big breakout star or anything. I just saw her on Superman and Lois. Loved her in that show. Didn't think anything of it until I watched Obsession. I'm like, hey, it's that chick, Superman and Lois. So yeah, I'm awesome. Awesome for her. Super excited for her. On the other end of that, I'm a little skeptical because one, I just don't see it. I don't see her with the silver hair and the silver twang. I don't see it. So unless she just had a really good audition, and again, her acting is fucking amazing in Obsession. She blew me the fuck away. Unless her acting is that good and she's that fucking talented that she has the ability to put on this little country swang and have the embodiment of Rogue, I'm there. I just don't see it. Now, again, I've seen some fan arts over the past couple of days kind of, getting me around to the idea of her as Rogue. And I don't hate it, but I need to see the vision. I need to see what we got going on. That's the only thing. I'm not like other people where it's like, she's not thick enough. She's not fat enough to be Rogue. No, I don't care about that. I don't personally see. When you tell me, hey, Indy Navarrete as Rogue, I don't personally see that. For me, I would have loved her as Mystique. I think she would have been a really, really good Mystique, especially when you watch the movie Obsession and you got those scenes where her eyes glow and the rest of her is dark. You just Photoshop that, make that dark scene blue. She would have looked like a very good fucking Mystique. Again, don't hate the casting. I'm not like, fuck you, no. I'm like, no, I like it because I like Indy Navarrete and I like her acting. I just don't see the vision. So, again, unless that audition was super fucking good and she just sweeped it, I don't see it, but I'm willing to take a chance because I love Indy Navarrete and I love that she's just was in Superman and Lois and now up to the Marvel Studios is Rogue and X-Men. Super fucking excited for her. Love that for her. Now, the last big one we have. Now, this has been rumored for a couple of weeks. There was rumored that Adam Driver was going to play Magneto. And, well, that actually didn't come to case. He's not playing Magneto. He's playing Mr. Sinister. Now, I'm actually happy about that because for those weeks leading up to him as Magneto, I didn't like it. I didn't like the idea of him as Magneto. Just didn't see it. Again, just like Indy Navarrete, just didn't see it. I didn't see him with the metal helmet and the long hair and doing this. I didn't see that. But I do see him as Mr. Sinister. And I'm actually happy for Marvel Studios because they've been trying to get this guy to play roles. He was going to play Reed Richards. And honestly, don't hate the Pedro. I like his Mr. Fantastic. I think Adam Driver would have been a really good fucking Mr. Fantastic. Just saying. I think he would have. I could be dead fucking wrong about that. But I think he would have been a really good Mr. Fantastic. But yeah, him playing Mr. Sinister, I'm glad they're doing that. Because not only because they've been wanting to play Adam, they've been wanting to have Adam Driver play in their sandbox for a couple of years now. I'm also happy that we're not getting Magneto as the villain again. How many X-Men films did we get where Magneto was the villain? I love Magneto. He's in my top 5 Marvel villains of all time. But I'm tired of seeing Magneto. and they were trying to tease Mr. Sinister in X-Men Dark Phoenix, and I think it was the Wolverine. They also teased it. So they were always trying to get to Mr. Sinister in the Fox X-Men film, and they never did. So I'm glad he's actually going to be the big bad boy in X-Men. So I'm happy with that. And I'm actually excited to see what Adam Driver's going to look like, because he's a tall guy. I think he's like 6 foot, 6'1". So you tall guy, you give him that classic outfit with those red, white face. He's going to look great. He's going to look fucking great. So yeah, guys, I'm super pumped about this. I thought the X-Men casting all around, none of them have been a bad casting. Indy Navarrete, I'm still like, that's a good casting. That's a good casting. So all around, all of them have been good castings. I am curious though, because I noticed there was no Wolverine. I'm glad. I'm going to be honest. I'm glad about that as well. I'm glad they didn't have Wolverine in it. I'm also curious if this is the actual lineup here, if we're going to get more X-Men, because, we're missing characters like Beast. Where's Beast? I would love to see if Beast is going to be in this film, or if he's not. If he's not, that's fine too. But I just wonder if this is all of the cast members for X-Men, or if we're going to get maybe a few more here in a couple years. So yeah, guys, you guys come in the comments. You let me know. Did you love this casting? Did you hate this casting? How did it make you feel? Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.